Hey, what's up? Basically, what I'm going to do today is I wanted to touch on how to work on the key blanks on Chrysler cars from the mid 2000s. If you have a problem with your key breaking, the battery popping off, or the connection for the battery popping off. So I'm going to go ahead and show you what I'm talking about here. One of the common failure points for these is, see how you've got the battery here, it's a CR2032. If you take a look at the outside, you've got this clip that's on it, okay? And the clip has this this retention clip, right? Now, basically the way this works is there's several solder points in the bottom. Let me go ahead and bring this over here. There's several solder points in the bottom of this. If you take a look at the clip that holds the battery in, you'll notice that you've got this point right here. I'll point to it with something thin so you can see it. What do I got? What do we have? Oh, a drill bit, that'll do. Okay. If you take a look, you've got the main part right here. That's the end of the battery connector, okay? That usually has some solder on it to hold it in. When you take a look over here, you'll see that there's a spike that goes down through the piece of metal that actually goes to the other side of the circuit board. And if you flip around to the other side here, you'll notice that there's another one of those spikes that's right around here someplace, okay? Now what happens is the soldering joints break on this part that literally holds this retention clip to the circuit board. And what happens is the CR2032 goes bouncing all over the key fob, and the metal retention clips bouncing all over the key fob too, because those soldering joints break. So usually what you have to do is you can take this clip, push it back in, because the spikes go back through the circuit board. Take the circuit board, flip it over. Let me show you a little something here. You take a look at the back of the circuit board here, you'll notice if you follow those spikes through to the other side, there's some areas where you can see the globs of solder. Now it's right around this button here. If you take a look, you'll notice that there's, let's see, how can I show this to you a little bit better? You'll notice that if you take a look at it, you've got one glob right here. That's one soldering point. Then you've got another one right here. So this one right here is one. This one right here is the other one. So let me see if I can show this to you better. So you see the bottom of the circuit board? You've got this one glob here and this other glob here. That's to repair, that's to hold that clip, this clip here, into the circuit board. So what I do is there's usually a good amount of solder on the bottom of these. So what I do is I take my soldering iron and I heat up the glob of solder till it's liquid while I hold the retention clip back on the circuit board, okay? And what it does is it flows the solder, it makes it liquid, and if you hold it long enough, probably a good minute or so on the other side, keep in mind the clip will get warm, so maybe put something between your finger and the clip, but hold the clip into place without the battery, and I'm showing you with the battery. I would hold the retention clip in, flow the solder, and then let it sit for about a minute or two, and then that'll re-solidify, and that will lock the battery retention system back onto the circuit board, and your key fob will work again. Okay, so just make sure you don't burn any of the traces on the motherboard, because that will prevent the car from locking and unlocking and all that stuff. But even if you do prevent it from unlocking and locking, the car will not start without this battery functioning in the key fob for the security system. So that's what you got right there. Instead of having to go and spend all sorts of money at the Mopar dealership, just reflow the solder on that. It re-solidifies, and it should stay in there. Like, this is the third or fourth time I've had to do it with my car. Actually, I had to do it the morning of the Mopar Nationals. So yeah. Good luck. If you have any questions, throw them in down below.